A few weeks ago, my friend Casey was invited to Toronto by his friends, and he suggested that I come alone. Since I've never been to Canada, but I always wanted to, I couldn't resist the chance, and so our adventure began. Grab a cup of coffee and let's get it started. We are starting exploring the downtown of Toronto. It looks so nice, and it is my first impression. It really reminds me of Chicago, which I visited just in May of this year. By the way, I have a video from there, take a look at this later. And it's super pretty, very clean. What you notice immediately is that there is like old buildings and then you see new ones on the top of them. Very interesting combination. It was truly fascinating to see such unique architecture. We walked for a bit, but to be honest, we were absolutely starving. So we headed to the Italian restaurant Tironi with our local friend Dari.
It is one of the most fascinating structural restaurants in Toronto. This entire place actually used to be a courthouse. It's not as much seen in this particular architecture, but Dasha will take a video later of where you could see like the structures of the places where people could watch. And actually a more morbid fact about this place is that out right there in the courtyard is where they used to hang people, which is why there are like a couple folks decorations of like people getting hung all around the place. But yeah, they have fantastic Italian food here. Everything's like handmade and fresh. So if you're looking for a good spot, you can check this one out.
And yes, the food was absolutely delicious, so I definitely recommend it. I also couldn't resist showing you the restroom in this restaurant. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And by the way, a lot of movies set in New York are actually filmed in Toronto because it's more cost effective. If you watch the series Suits, that's their building where they film it.
By the time I get back, I'm gonna feed you to Lewis. No problem.
See this beautiful building? That's the Toronto's old City Hall. And to the left of it, it's the modern City Hall, but I think we all can agree, the old one is way more charming. And here is the Toronto version of Flatiron Building from New York. My friends, you'll never believe what I just saw, and I just found my favorite spot in the city. Look at this cute fountain, oh my god. As a local pointed out, you'll notice that all dogs are looking up at the bone, except for the cat.
And it's looking at something else.
Oh, this one I don't know.
Follow the eyes.
That is what the cat is looking at. Oh my god, that's so cute. Thank you so much for sharing. I was looking for the maple latte everywhere. Let's try it out. It's so sweet and it's soft, and I don't understand if it's a maple latte, but you feel a little bit aftertaste. I would say it's like maybe like sugary caramel, but something unique. Later we rested a bit at Dani's and her husband Age's home for a bit before heading out to explore the neighborhood. And yes, we in the end visited a cemetery. You won't believe what I just saw. It's Her Imperial Highness Grand Duchess Olga of Russia. Wow, this is very unexpected. And some graveyards here, extraordinary big. Oh my god. Look at this.
So this is the Willowdale neighborhood, specifically the York Cemetery. I know it's weird to be visiting a cemetery in Toronto, but it's genuinely one of the most gorgeous places. Dasha can like show you around and like just see all the foliage. It's a great view of the city. The weather is lovely. I highly recommend if you ever want a bit of history of Toronto and just general like historical figures, this is a fantastic place to be.
Going to Toronto during the fall season was definitely the best idea. Those colors, it's something unbelievable.
Videos won't do it justice. I'm sorry you guys can't see it right now, but take a trip down to Toronto, find it out for yourselves.
Maybe I'll even take you around.
On our way to dinner, we spotted a wild raccoon. Pretty cool, right? And by the way, make sure to save this sushi spot. Guys, it's been the best salmon I've tried in my life. It just melted in my mouth. Cheers!
Cheers.
Ooh, it's good.
Yeah, today was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We forgot something. We forgot to get a SIM card.
All right.
And we need this. We gotta get it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I agree with you about getting a physical SIM. It's a stone century already. We can get an eSIM and get connected right away.
An eSIM? Do you know any company who does eSIMs?
Yeah, I heard that Holofly is good. We can get it.
Oh, sounds good. You wanna show me how?
Yeah, no problem. It's super easy to set up a Holofly SIM. Just go to the Apple website, choose your destination and how many days you need, make the payment and get your installation QR code by email instantly. You can install the eSIM now and activate your data as soon as you arrive, so no need to worry about finding local SIM cards or Wi-Fi after landing. Holofly offers unlimited data in more than 150 destinations. Everything works perfectly in Canada, so I definitely recommend it to you. I attached the link to Holofly in the description of this video. Check it out, and now let's come back to our vlog. The next day we went on a little road trip to the Niagara Falls region, and the drive to the first stop took us about 2 hours. Birthday boy! How does it feel to be 29?
Feels good.
The first thing that we did was going to a restaurant where Dani and AJ had been several times before. Our favorites were the tuna tartare and the mac and cheese with shrimps, and trust me, it was super delicious. And just look at the stunning views from the windows. I was really surprised to learn that the region is famous for its wineries, and the guys organized a few wine tastings for us, and we started with Caroline Cellars, where Dani and AJ had bought wine for their wedding. And by the way, ice wine is very popular in Canada, so of course we had to try it. Good?
Yeah. My first time trying ice wine. It tastes like strawberry jam, actually. Generally, wow. That's unique.
The wine tasting was just $5 Canadian, which is approximately $4 American, which is crazy. And she also gave us so much extra wine. I love Canada. Really, people are so nice. Thank you so much for taking us here, guys.
Anytime.
What you see now is the bike tour through wineries, and honestly, I don't think I will be up to trying it. The second wine tasting was at the eSim winery, where we got to drink wine right next to the vineyards. And while we were waiting for the wine, the guy showed us the local money, and here is the fun fact. Apparently they can be torn. Of course we tried to do it.
All these moments just might find a way into my dreams tonight, but I know they'll be gone when the morning light sings and brings new things. But tomorrow night you'll see that they'll be gone too. So many things we have to do.
The last winery was Berczy Estates, which was much larger than the others. During the tour, we learned about how the winery was founded just by one family, and in each stop, we got to try different wines, so I definitely appreciated the organization of the tour.
Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family. It's our God-forsaken right to be loved.
Guys are taking us to a tunnel. We even didn't know of its existence. We had to walk for about 30 minutes to see these incredible views.
Welcome to Canada!
Exactly a year ago, I was at this falls, but from the American side. The Canadian one is incomparable. It took my breath away, and I even had tears in my eyes from the beauty. And right now it's like completely peak of fall season. So you see all the colorful trees all around, and it's so gorgeous. I so didn't expect that I'm gonna come to Niagara Falls just in a year and in the Canadian side, and now I just understand that so many things can happen in 1 year. So my friends, if this is something that you are going through a difficult time right now, please trust me that it's gonna be better in a year. It's gonna be much better, and you'll be able to be in the place where you really want to be, if it makes sense. Let's enjoy it together, shall we? After these views, I promised myself that I would visit all 7 wonders of the world in the next 10 years, and I hope you'll join me for this adventure. The next day we set off on another road trip, but this time heading north to the Blue Mountain Resort. Upon arrival, we ate a little bit of warm soup and then went on a hike. I'm very wrong Russian, just look at Egypt. He's Filipino and he's wearing shorts right now. And me. This is so funny that I'm the only here from the north and cold country and I'm the one who gets cold the most. Wow, the entrance to the park is $35 Canadian ones.
We are at Scenic Caves up in the Blue Mountain, which is part of like the Collingwood area. People come here to do hikes just to enjoy the beautiful view. Unfortunately, it's still pretty, but not as pretty as it would have been a few weeks ago with fall and all that. But it's one of a popular hiking spot for just folks who live in the area.
No, oh my god, thank you for showing this. It's so gorgeous. I can't imagine how it looked 2 weeks ago. By the way, do they ski here in winter?
Not here in Scenic Caves, but up in the Blue Mountain where we'll be going later, you'll see the ski trails. Like,
Okay.
going down, so that's
And
fun.
just 2 hours from Toronto.
Just 2 hours from Toronto. Yeah,
Perfect.
super close.
That day, our group expanded as Casey's other friends, Shelley, Sean, and Rafa, joined us, and we all went to explore this beautiful place. Oh my god, look at this view. Stunning. And now it's time going deep to the cave. Ah, lovely name. Are you ready? You have 2 wild shoulders, you'll get stuck. Fortunately, we all made it through without any problems, but definitely this is not the place for those who are afraid of confined spaces.
Why would you? I want to try poutine later.
Where are they? We're at Mile High Poutine, and we're gonna try, I guess, the most classic Canadian dish. I don't know much about the food in Canada, but it's called poutine. There should be gravy, cheese, and fries. All good ingredients. Let's see how it tastes when kind of get all of it in one bite. So, I love potatoes. I love gravy, and just adding cheese to it. That's pretty good. I genuinely like that.
And there are many variations. This one on the left with beef, and this is nacho. Wow. Enjoy the meal. I found a drink in Canada that I haven't seen anywhere else, and you can buy it even in Starbucks. It's called London Fog. Basically, it's Earl Grey with the vanilla syrup and half water, half steam. So let's try it out. It's like sweet Earl Grey tea with milk. Nothing special, but it keeps me warm, so we're all good. One of the coolest things to do here is the mountain coaster that we tried in the evening. It was so much fun, definitely recommend it. And of course, we couldn't miss the opportunity going by cable car up there. It's a bit windy out here, but the view on the lake is absolutely fantastic. Canada, I will be back. We took a short walk at the top and later went to the home of each sisters for the dinner. Guys, look at this cutie! My heart was melted. They cooked for us homemade ramen and you cannot even imagine how amazing it was. Now I'm totally obsessed with ramen. The next morning I had an important presentation at my university, which fortunately went well. Because of that, I spent half of a day in front of my computer, but later decided to take a little walk around Toronto while others were busy. Without planning it, I ended up in the South Hill neighborhood. I didn't expect I'm gonna walk here, it was absolutely random, but it was faster to walk than using metro to the place that I'm going right now, so I decided why not to explore Toronto a little bit more. And oh my god, the houses are so gorgeous here, and you can see all these Halloween decorations. Super atmospheric, love it.
Love from the first light. I was taking you, stirred from a dream. You were not yet awakened. I knew this feeling would stay always.
And my friends, we are entering right now Casa Loma. Casa Loma is a Gothic-style castle, mansion and garden located in Midtown Toronto. Constructed over 100 years ago, it is now a historic house museum and a landmark. The ticket to the castle was 40 Canadian dollars, which is approximately 30 USD. Not the cheapest thing, but it's so beautiful here. Imagine editing new videos for you from here. How amazing it would be. What I personally enjoyed in this castle, it's quite a good collection of paintings. They were so beautiful, and here you see some of my favorites. But definitely the highlight of the castle is the wonderful view of Toronto. Just look at this. To end our trip, the guys took us to a Korean barbecue, which was the first for me. They also introduced us to a special drink made from the rice wine, soju. What is soju?
So soju is a Korean alcoholic beverage. Honestly, I'm not quite too sure what's inside it. Is it gin? No, I know. I just know it's a uniquely Korean, like.
It's from the rice itself.
All rice itself. So these are two actually versions of rice wine.
And they added Sprite in it.
Okay, it looks very interesting. Thank you, guys.
What does it taste like?
It's sweet and a bit sour, but overall it's sweet.
In this video, I wanted to show you more unique places in the city, but actually we visited even more spots in Toronto, including the iconic Royal Ontario Museum. We walk around the CNN Tower and try coffee from Tim Hortons, kind of like the local Starbucks, which I didn't really like. But I figured that you probably seen it all before, so I hope my plan worked and you learned something new about Toronto. And a huge thank you for Dani, EG, Sean, Chelly and Rafa for showing us around. I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys, and if so, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and let's explore the world together.